Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another mindfulness edition with yours truly, Gerda Victor, Mindfulness Manager here at Kinema Fitness. Happy holidays. Can you believe it? It's already that time of the year. And this month, I want to share something super special with you to help you get through the holidays, hustles, and bustle with a little bit more ease. So, one of the things that I know can create a lot of stress for people during the holidays is gifts giving. There's a lot of stress about what do I get this person? What do I get that person? What if they don't like it? All this stress. So, my intention is to offer you something that will make this process a lot easier, a lot smoother, and dare I say, a lot more fun. So, let's get into it. So, what am I talking about? I'm talking about the idea of mindful gifting. What does that mean? Well, it's about giving from a place of true intentionality. And the very first place, before you start thinking about what should I get this person and that person, the first place to start is with yourself. So I want to invite you to consider the idea that you are a gift. That means if you didn't buy anything for anyone, you just showed up being your true, authentic self. That is gift enough. Okay? Your presence, just you entering a room, entering a space, is a present that those people in the room get to share in your energy, in your essence. So let this be the foundation that you start with when you start to think about giving something nice, something special to your family, friends, or loved one instead of like just picking up something because you gotta give something. I can't show up to this party empty handed. And then you put this pressure on yourself to go just buy something so you don't, you know, show up like a loser or whatever. So go with the thought, the feeling, the belief, the behavior that you alone are enough. If someone gets to spend time with you, they get to be in your presence. That is the greatest gift. After all, time is the greatest gift. Time with ourselves is the greatest gift that we can offer someone. Really, the things that are the intangibles, that is the greatest gift you can offer someone. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's create your list, your shopping list, or your Christmas list, or your gifting list. Let's just call it your gifting list, right? So get pen, paper, or a digital device and think about the people in your life that mean something to you. The people you actually want to give something to, not the people that you feel pressured to, the people that you feel that I have to, the people that you actually enjoy and appreciate. And now, from that place of acknowledging first and honoring that you are the gift. If you wanted to give a little something extra to these people, if you wanted to give a little something more to these people, what would they appreciate? And you know what? I'm just going to back up just a little bit. If you're having a hard time tuning into yourself as a gift, do this exercise. Just play around, see what comes up. Let it be playful. Let it be like just for fun, just because. You know how like in childhood we all played pretend and we would travel to these different worlds. So consider yourself as a gift and then ask yourself this question: if I were a gift, what would I be? Notice what comes up when you just ask this question. If I were a gift, what would I be? Notice what comes up. Maybe you have a feeling. Maybe you get an image. Maybe you get a thought. Maybe you think of a movie scene, anything. Just notice what comes up when you ask the question, if I were a gift, what would I be? And play with that. Now, if this idea, this sensation, this feeling could be represented in a tangible, a physical item, what would that be? Again, notice what comes up, write it down. If I were a gift, what would I be? Next step, if this gift, that is me, could take physical form in something that I can put in a box or in a gift bag and wrap it up to give to someone, what would it be? What shape would it take? What would it smell like? What would it feel like? Again, just let yourself go, be open, be playful. I'm just really getting this sense of like something whimsical, you know? Just let your mind make it up. Like, just see where it arises. Let yourself have fun with this experience. And now, go through your list and see what if you could package this up for different people. It could take different shape, different form, different expressions for different people. Go through your list and ask, what would this person appreciate? Like, let's say it's mom, dad, or sister, or wife, husband, partner, whatever. Go through the list. How would this person like to experience this gift? What would be meaningful to this person? What would they truly appreciate that lights them up, that brings them joy, that you just can't wait to see the smile on their face, the excitement, the joy, the surprise, the delight once they open it? So for each person on the list, go through this process. What would light them up? If I were to give them this gift, or if I could let myself truly represent something that they will enjoy, what would that be? What would be a physical expression of that I can wrap up, box up, bag up for them to experience? And just keep going with what comes up and keep leaning in and tuning in, and be aware, just like be mindful. Your brain might be like, well, that's silly, well, where you gonna find that? Just kind of put that aside, like that's not what we're doing right now. Once you get your list and really tune in, and you can continue, let the questions lead you. Let it be a sense of like exploration, if you will, maybe a little bit of a scavenger hunt, right? If I were this gift, where would I be located? If I were this gift, where could I be found? And then let that lead you to the process, to finding the things that may seem like, oh, I don't know if I can find that in a store, or I don't know if I can find that online, right? Just let the whole experience be a playful experience. And the last thing I want to add is you may, which I hope this happens for you, you may discover that when you start going through the list and you start tuning into like, what would this person like? What would they appreciate? What would light them up? You may find that it's something really simple. You may find that they're not really looking for anything big, anything major. It could be like this person really loves coffee, and you give them like a beautiful mug. Or maybe you go to a, what do you call those places, like a clay making, mug making class, or you gift them. I love to give people experiences. I don't like, I pay attention to the people around me. I notice what they like, what they enjoy doing, or if maybe it's something that I know they wouldn't do for themselves, then I gift them that experience. So yeah, so maybe for that person, taking a night off and going to a clay making class. I'm not sure that's the right word, but you get what I'm saying. A clay shop where you can make a mug. And you may also find that what that person really appreciates with love is to be appreciated. So you taking the time, simply writing a nice letter, like handwritten, to say, I appreciate you, I value you, or if you can even mention a time that they were there for you, they were supportive in a way where they didn't even notice or recognize they were having an impact on your life, but like the experience stayed with you. Let them know. Write a nice letter. So let this season really be a season of presence over present. Show up to every place, whether you have a gift in hand or not, with the belief that presence is enough. You can just simply show up in this place and say, my gift to everyone in this room today is my presence. And if they get something from you, that's just extra. All right, so that is a wrap. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. And I really hope that this exercise was helpful, fun, and inspiring for you. And obviously, you can use it anytime. Doesn't necessarily have to be around the holidays. You can use it for birthdays, for Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, like anytime you want to gift something to someone. Just kind of like really tune in to what would they appreciate. If I was the gift, what form, what shape would I take? All right, till next time. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy whatever you celebrate, and Happy New Year.